This pattern is to celebrate getting my 3D printed sock machine cylinder working. This is a 48 needle cylinder. In addition to the correct cylinder, you will need a suitable yarn that gets about 7 rounds per inch and makes a tube 8 inches around. The yarn I'm using is labeled sport weight, but for me it performs much more like a number 3 yarn, and I regularly use it on the mid-gauge knitting machine. Large hook needles are not absolutely essential, but they are very much recommended. Just as I've done for the other patterns in this series, I'm going to keep the demonstration very, very simple, and if you need help with the individual skills such as hanging the hem or turning the heel, there are specific videos devoted to those. We will skim over those and focus on the numbers in this video. Begin in waste yarn as usual, change to main yarn, knit 20 rounds, close the hem by lifting the very first round of main color yarn and hanging it on the working needle. For the sock top, we only knit 1 round after the hem, then immediately begin to work the heel. When working the heel, remember what I said in the video about the large hook needles, about sometimes needing to use a sort of upper working position. The toes and heels are each worked on only 24 needles, with all the others, the other 24, placed in hold while we work on the heel or the toe. Short row down from 24 until when the final needle is placed up into hold. There are only 12 needles still in working position. Before knitting those 12, on the side away from the yarn carrier, return a needle to hold by pushing it down and begin short rowing out. And of course, remember to move the weights very frequently. With thicker yarn and the 48 needle cylinder, I am finding that I do not like using the heel spring. I am hand tensioning to get the slack out of the yarn at the end of every row and before beginning the next, and I like the results better. But I only have one auto knitter to work on. I am not sure whether that will be true for all of you. When 24 needles have knitted again, it's time to begin knitting the tube again. But before we actually get all the way through with that last row, we have to put the remaining needles back in work so as to be able to continue knitting the tube. And this is the part where you need to know the number of rows to knit for the foot. In the chart that's coming, ladies' shoe sizes and American sizing run down the left. 7 rounds per inch and 7.5 rounds per inch. 2 likely gauges are in the next 2 columns. If you're getting one of those 2 gauges, you may simply select the foot rounds from the chart. If not, look at the size in inches, the measurement next to your American shoe size, and multiply that size, say 8.5 inches for the size 5, times the rounds per inch you're actually getting. Then subtract 24 to get the rounds to knit, because 24 rows have been contributed by the toe and heel. So knit those foot rows, then knit your toe just as the heel was knitted, scrap off, and graft the toe. There is one little thing I should tell you about socks with a top this short. Sometimes this area does not look nice at all at first. It can flare out and get exactly the opposite of the effect you want. The solution is to stick a yarn needle in the top fold and give it a sharp tug upward. Repeat that all the way around the sock top and it will usually behave better. If it's not better enough, you can use the top hem as an elastic casing and just slightly pull it in.